Welcome to Reto Makua, a people-centered podcast. I am your host, Mauren Sishoka. In today's episode, we speak with women from different communities of Mokopane about their lived experiences of living in a mining town. They share with us the issues that they face, from unemployment, water scarcity, environmental challenges, to their hopes and anxieties about green hydrogen and future developments in their communities.
We use water for cooking, for bathing, for washing the clothes, and everything is all about water. You understand? So we are suffering if we don't have water, and we use our money to buy, and we don't have money because we are not.
Myself, I'm aware of that project of green hydrogen, and I think it will impact us badly because even now when we have a crisis of water, so it will be worse when the green hydrogen is started to work because it needs more water. So we are suffering for the water here at Mogalakwena. If they were starting that project of green hydrogen, where could those people get the water? Because a lot of water will go straight to the green hydrogen.
The episode is part of a series on green hydrogen, produced by the Mining Affected Communities United in Action and Women Affected by Mining United in Action, or Makua Wamua. This is a social justice movement that has a stronghold and organizes communities affected by mining activities in South Africa. Makua Wamua is part of a network of civil society organizations known as Green Hydrogen Watch. The network monitors and shares insights and experiences on the development of green hydrogen in South Africa to help communities engage meaningfully with green hydrogen with clear understanding of what it is. Almost all our earlier episodes dealing with what is green hydrogen have highlighted that the issue of water is a contentious issue in the production of green hydrogen. While the uncertainty on the quantity and quality of water to be used for green hydrogen remains, one thing is clear. People who reside in Mogalakwena in Limpopo experience water struggles, from contaminated water to zero access to water. While the problem of water pollution and water scarcity affects everyone, women are disproportionately impacted. Water security in households is largely the responsibility of women due to deeply ingrained social and cultural roles that assign caregiving and household management to them. Women frequently bear the responsibility of managing household water needs, including cooking, cleaning, and caregiving. When water becomes scarce or polluted, it is the woman who must find alternative sources, often at a great personal cost. This burden of securing water amplifies existing inequalities as women's time and energy are diverted from opportunities such as education and work. This entrenched imbalance highlights broader systemic issues of inequality, with women, particularly those from marginalized backgrounds, bearing the heaviest burdens in household survival. If one looks at the issue from an intersectional perspective, that is, class, gender, and race, working-class Black African women are most impacted by the issue. South Africa is the world's most unequal country and has one of the highest statistics of unemployment. According to Statistics South Africa, Black African women make the majority of the unemployed and the least paid workers. Being the economically disenfranchised, the system of capital accumulation depends on their unpaid labor of making sure that households function and provide a healthy labor force to the market. Here, I speak to women from different villages about their lived experiences of living in one of the richest parts of the southern tip of Africa and their place in the economy. They reflect on the different socio-economic challenges, including water issues and green hydrogen. My conversations with the women of different generations from Mokopane began with each briefly introducing themselves.
Tshego Monayela, I'm 38, extension 17, Mokopane. I have 2 teenagers, a boy and a girl. One is at tertiary, one is in grade 12, no income, only SASA for the one in grade 12. I'm a single parent. It's very hard. For me, Mokopane is very rich, but with the mines, with the resources, but the community is not is not benefiting. Here, people from here are very poor, but they're surrounded by mines. That's what I can tell you about Mokopane. I'm worried about it.
My name is Rachel Mashitisho. I'm 51 years old. I'm from Muzumbani. I'm a resident from Muzumbani. Muzumbani is a place whereby it's close to the mine, but you don't have any services from the mine. We just hear about them, but there's no service there.
My name is Polela Dube. I'm staying at Mahwelereng. I'm 55 years old. At Mahwelereng at all, there is no changes, there is no development because the mines are not accommodating the Mahwelereng as the part of mining SLPs. So there is no improvement at Mahwelereng at all. We just know that the mines must accommodate us all as long as it's 50 kilometers radius, but they didn't do so. And we have a lack of many pollution in our areas, especially because the mines was passing nearby the Mahwelereng. The trucks from the mines are passing there always. And also the lack of waters. The waters are taken from the mines, many waters from Mahwelereng straight to the mines, two mines, Anklum, Mohalakwena, and Ivan Plus. They are taking the water from that area of Mahwelereng and also in the towns, and they take a lot of waters. So Mahwelereng are suffering a lot about the waters.
My name is Maria. I'm 35 years old. I'm staying at Tshaba. I'm not married. We use water for cooking, for bathing, for washing the clothes, and everything is all about water. You understand? So we are suffering if we don't have water, and we use our money to buy, and we don't have money because we are not working.
My name is Kamogelo Tshaba from Polela Dube. I'm 23 years old. Unemployment, blasting, lack of water.
I'm Petunia Matsaba from Skimming, 36 years old. And things are worse than before. Mine came here before. Now it's worse. We don't have water. We don't have roads. Even we're not working. We have the blasting. Our house is cracked. Even now, now I'm talking, my voice is changed. I think it's the dust from mine. Yes, we don't have roads, and then water is dirty. We are drinking salt water now, but before was better. Since 2008, then water was being sold. So right now,
water is salty in skimming, says Petunia. Just like in skimming, in Khashaba, Kamogelo tells me that they are experiencing the same problems of blasting, respiratory diseases because of the mining operations. She further highlights different issues like unemployment, scarcity of water, environmental impact of mining on people's lives, and general lack of development in her village.
There are no tar road on the street, no water. People are sick because of the dust coming from the mine. When they are blasting, there's a red thing coming there. So that thing, it smells. So it smells like so the dust
because of water scarcity, women from mining affected communities tell me that they, as women, have to carry this burden for their households. This translates to walking long distances for water, and in some instances, they have to spend money they don't have on water, as household labor falls on their shoulders.
Water, I can't say anything about water because we don't have water. The municipality came to install the pumps. They put one pump there and another. Like where I'm staying, I have a video right now. I shoot it later on when I was complaining to the mine about to the municipality about the water. It's planted into into the field. But the houses are here, but that pump, they've put it in the field. So I explained about it. So last month, the municipality came and removed it to the communities, but the water not every day. They bring water sometimes when they feel to give us water. Like right now, it's almost 1 month now without water. We survive from our neighbors who have all water. I'm the breadwinner in my house. I'm the only one who must perform everything. You see, I have children. They need water. They go to school. Everything we use water. Everything we use water.
As a woman, because many things I must use a water: cooking, washing, cleaning, and also to drink. Is a big issue, because even in the house holding, a woman is the person who must know there is water, there is everything in the house. If there is no water, it is my responsibility to make sure that there is water in the house, and that responsibility, it needs a money. Then we don't work. Even in my whole house, the child are not working in there. There's no one working in my house, and many people in Mahulering and other villages is the same. So we are struggling because of water.
No, we don't afford. We are struggling. I must wait a grant to buy water. Every month, I took 200 rand to pay the person who bring the water. And I have only 2 children. I support my child with that 1,030 rand. Yeah, it's very, very bad. Every day we had a stress, because every morning before you sleep, you must think tomorrow what you are going to get the water or get food. If you got 30 rand, you must buy the water, and there is no food. It's very, very, very difficult.
Considering the water struggles and lack of job opportunities, I asked what they thought about the project of green hydrogen and whether the job opportunities it promises will come.
I think when the green hydrogen comes, they will create the jobs for us. But I'm not sure, because mine comes, promise us we don't have any hope. We just say we can see if they can happen. Feel me sad and angry at the same time. Like, even now I don't want to see the people of mine. Yeah, I'm angry for them because they are suffering us. We are suffering about the mine.
Myself, I'm aware of that project of green hydrogen, and I think it will impact us badly, because even now when we have a crisis of water, so it will be worse when the green hydrogen is started to work, because it needs more water. So we are suffering for the water here at Mogalakwena. If they were starting that project of green hydrogen, where could those people get the water? Because the lot of water will go straight to the green hydrogen project.
The criticism of green hydrogen by communities is legitimate and justified in context of clear violation of people's constitutional rights and access to adequate water. Another issue raised by community members from their vantage point as women is their continued exclusion in decision-making on matters that pertain to development in their villages.
What worries me too much is that they don't develop women, they don't empower women. That worries me very much. And the women are the households, they're caring families. They're the ones taking care of the whole families. They should at least empower as much women as they can. I don't know why it's not happening. I don't know what's the problem.
We form some project, but they neglect them. They don't take them serious. If you came with a project, instead of supporting you to go further with that project, they stop you and take it to other persons. I don't think the whole community are invited. There are certain people who are invited to the horo, like at Nduna, and some few community members are invited. We really feel isolated. These people are dividing us. They have a certain group of people, that those who deal with them, those who are allowed to take decision on our behalf. We just hear about that they have decided to do this and that, but we are not part of the negotiations. Always the things are coming and going without us being noticed.
The logical assumption that we make about mining towns and villages is that people's employability here improves. In this part of the world, where the world's largest open pit mining is taking place, the inverse is true, and women are in the majority of those unemployed. It is this reality that leaves them without hope for the possibility of a better life.
No, it won't happen because at the moment, the mine, Banchaba, they're taking people out on their jobs. The contracts are over. People are going back home. They're just sitting at the moment. And so I don't have hope or they will hire us. Yes. I just hope really made water, if they can give us water, make tar road, stop the blasting there, because the dust is killing us. Yeah, and if the youth, the young people can get jobs.
Every day I wake up, go to the market at the mine. They tell us about the maths and science, grade 12. And if you had a grade 12, they're going to tell you that you must have a maths and science.
In this project, what is it that makes you just not trust that things will change?
It's been years. They're behaving the same. Many organizations have gone there, marching, picketing. There's no change. That's why I don't trust these mines. I think these mines have to grow the economy of Mokopane. It doesn't show, the environment here doesn't show that there's resources and there's too much resources. Mokopane, for me, I see it as a rich town. It shouldn't be like this. This is an insult to the people of Mokopane. This needs people of Mokopane to just unite. There's many forums, organizations, civil organizations, all of them, they must all unite and speak one language. The royal families and whatever, whoever, all civil organizations, they must unite, talk to these minds. At least maybe they will empower people and develop this town.
Those were women from the mining affected areas under the Mogalakwena municipality in Mokopane. We now speak to the national coordinator for MUA, Mauren Sishoka, to put some of these issues into perspective.
My name is Mauren Sishoka from Limpopo in the town called Mokopane. I'm working with Makua Wamua as an activist. It's a mining affected community organization that helps the community to hold the mining company and the municipality accountable. My work is to make sure that the women's voice are heard by conducting the workshop to capacitate them to be more vocal on engagement of public participation and conducting the workshops for domestic violence and obstetric violence. For me as an activist, what has motivated me to be part of the organization is just as I was here being a woman alone, most of the time, as we are staying in the villages, most of the women in the meeting with the tribal authorities, the Ndunas and the chief, most of the women were not engaging. I was the only one. Then I said, no, I need to be in an organization that is going to push the women to be vocal, to fight for their own rights as women. So then the advantage was that I was in most of the grassroots organizations.
And as someone who organizes women, how does, for instance, the presence of the mine here affect women?
Yeah, here the mines are affecting the women more than any other dangers because firstly they have grabbed our farming land, but they didn't give us the alternative land for farming. And then even if for hiring in the mining company, women need to make sexual exchange or favors to get the decent job there. But even though they are forced to do that, they don't even get a decent work in the mining companies.
And most of them are unemployed.
Yeah, most of the women, they're unemployed and their education level is very low. Most of our women here, they have dropped out from at the primary phase. They didn't reach the high school. So that's the other impact that makes the women not to get the mines, they work in the mining companies. They need to be skilled first before.
And how would you say the mine has impacted issues of access to water, issues to electricity and things like that? Are those some of the issues that this community faces?
Yes, normally here we don't have daily running taps. Most of our municipality taps, we can have water from them maybe once in 2 weeks or once a month. As women, we are struggling and suffering because we need to buy every drop we use for cooking, for doing our laundries, and even for farming. But unfortunately, we cannot afford, as we are unemployed, to buy water. From what I've observed when we are doing the workshop, since most of the women are not working and they don't have a sustainable income, so I encourage women and do workshops for them for farming and sewing so that they can have something to put on the table at the end of the day. Then if the women are not having anything to put on the table, it's where they need to settle for the unhealthy relationship because he cannot move away from the abuser. That's the main thing that we are dealing with now. We are encouraging women to make smaller backyard gardens in all our provinces. Yeah, we are helping them so that they can put something on the table.
And what are some of the challenges with the climate change and the presence of the mine in terms of when you plant? What are some of the issues that you face?
Yes, since we are having an open cast mine, when we plant, the dust land on our produce in the farm. So their qualities are not anymore good, and even the growth, they are not growing comfortably. So because of the air pollution, the pollution from the dust of the mine, and then again even the water. Our streams are not running for our animals and for us to get water from the rivers. They have channeled the river not to flow again to us so that we can use that water. Then we are having a serious challenge of water scarcity, and due to the pollution, where the atmosphere is impacted, so the rains are not normally like maybe 50 years back, when we know that September the rains start, we must start preparing our land and farm. Then we only have rains in December, and it's late for farming for us. Yes.
And this issue of water, how does it impact Basadi women?
The water that are most of the people who have money, they drill their boreholes for their families so that they can maybe assist us sell the water to us. But most of the boreholes, they are contaminated because the mines drill deeper than us. So the stream flow under the ground, it dedirect, and others have complained about the water showing trace of chemicals. And then even the quantity of water underground. You can maybe take 3 days to fill a 5,000 liter tube.
And was this always the case, the issue of water in this area?
No, before the mine extended to our side, we were having water. And some of the communities, when they try to drill water, they find there are no water underground.
And this project that seeks to get energy from water, do you think it will be a success in this community? And do you think communities will benefit from green energy or the mine once it's for itself?
No, for my point of view, the communities will not benefit. First, most of the people are going to lose jobs. And then second, the community are not prepared to be part of that project, since till now they haven't taken any, maybe let's say for argument's sake, maybe 50 children from our villages to go and train them so that they can work in that project. And then even the engagement, they are not engaging with us. Even now, we don't know which stage are they with the project. So, and then 80% of the communities, they don't know anything about the project or what is going to do for us and for it's going. They say, even the president say the green hydrogen is going to make a good business and is going to make a good impact on the climate change. But for who? Because we are not even promised any energy from that, from those power stations that are going to make here. Their main aim is for the mining purposes, so that they can have a green energy for their trucks to work in the mine. But how about us as communities? How are we going to benefit? We have never engaged. They have never engaged with us. What is the benefit for us as communities? It's only for their interest, for profit only, not for the communities. As the mining affected communities, we are going to continue fighting these mines to mine on our terms, not on their terms. Nothing about us without us.
That interview with Mauren Sishoka brings us to the end. This podcast series, produced in partnership with Action Aid International, is available on our website at www.makua.org.za and wherever you get your podcasts. Do follow Makua Wamo on social media for more content on the work we do. I am your host, Mauren Sishoka. Take care.